Well, how do you do, Buckaroos? And as always, if you can hear the music, of course I don't own any rights to it. If I did, I'd have a real studio instead of my frickin' living room. Anyways, I digress, man. So how the heck are you, folks? So I just found this today, the Guinness. I went Mike Tyson on you for a second. The Guinness 200th anniversary export stout from their website. Guinness 200th anniversary export stout. The tasting notes, aromas. They tell you to look for toffee, caramel with slight chocolate. Flavors are complex but smooth with sweet chocolate flavor. It pours absolutely gorgeous. This does use black patent malt, which Guinness was the first brewery to use black patent. 6% appearance is dark ruby with a frothy head. Yes, it does pour very frothy. Guinness history changed. I'm going to read a little bit from their website. Forever in 1817, in that year, Benjamin Guinness, Arthur's son, brewed our first beer with a new roasted grain called black patent malt. His stout recipe laid the foundation for how we brew for the next 200 years. Yes, pours very nice. Deep black, yeah, maybe some ruby tint to it. I try not to be tainted before I try a beer, to be honest with you. I stay away from beer reviews. I don't look at much other than the brewer's website, but this one, I have seen some pictures and some reviews out there. Most of it's positive. The only negative that I've seen on this beer, in all honesty, darn it, is from folks that, are going to be hard on Guinness no matter what they do. I mean, they can make the best beer in the world if they put the Guinness label on it. These beer snob, beer geeks are going to say it's bad, and that's sad. That's what's wrong with craft beer right now, is you've got these millennial hipsters that are only going to like certain beers if they're trendy. They don't care what a classic tastes like, and that's sad. So 6%. Let me go back to the tasting notes here on my computer. Yeah, they like to disrespect older guys like me. Gosh golly, Tom, I've been drinking craft beer for 9 years. Really? That's frickin' adorable, dude. I'm happy for you. It just cracks me up the way some of these folks talk. But you look at the beers that they like and the beers that they don't like. The beers that they like are always what's in the current trend. They're trying to be hip, but they're not trying to be accurate. So they tell you aromas toffee caramel with slight chocolate notes. Certainly feels some toffee notes as well. Caramel, yeah, probably. Toffee and caramel are very similar. Slight chocolate, yeah, but I'm getting the chocolate more as a dark chocolate than as a milk chocolate. And I just pulled this out of a cooler about 5 minutes ago, so it's probably a little colder than it needs to be. I'm probably going to get more aromas here in a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Guinness, oh, goodness, that is good. Guinness has been doing a lot of different things lately. They've got a blonde lager out. I haven't seen the blonde ale. Oh, it's on their website. I haven't tried the wheat. I was meant to during the summer. I just never got around to it. So no, Irish wheat beers are just beautiful, but I didn't try the Guinness version of. The Nitro IPA I certainly wasn't impressed with. But in my opinion, when Guinness sticks to porters and stouts, they tend to hit home runs. And if not home runs, very solid ground rule doubles. I love the West Indies porter. Even the Dublin porter was nice. Some thought it was watery. I didn't. It was perfect for the beer it was meant to be. Their foreign export stout, in my opinion, is brilliant. So it's a little early. I just had one drink to call this one brilliant, but I'm liking what I'm getting so far. Finish is very dry, so I'm going to read from their website. Flavor complex but smooth with a sweet chocolate flavor. Palate smooth, mellow with a dry finish. Yeah, it does finish nice and dry, pleasantly dry. Appearance dark ruby with frothy head. Hops or Goldings. So Goldings typically will impart a floral nose. And it's sort of mixed in there. I mean, again, the aroma is toffee caramel, a lot of malt, so it's typically a finishing hop. English replacements are very, Fuggles is one of them. Then again, hops in this particular style of stout is really inconsequential. It is meant just to sort of clean her up, kind of enhance the aromatics, and then clean it up in the finish. It works. I really do like this beer. I think I'm going to like it even more as I let her warm. I'm using my dimpled mug here. Complex, smooth, sweet chocolate. Yeah, actually, I'm not getting the chocolate as sweet as they say. I'm getting it more as a dark chocolate, to be honest with you. But I am feeling toffee on the flavor that they don't mention. They mention on the aroma. I am feeling some nutty toffee in the flavor. Kind of a hint of hazelnut in there is what I'm getting. Not necessarily a 70% dark, but more of a dark than I am a milk. And if they say sweet chocolate, I tend to think more milk. It's a nice beer, it really is. It was only $6.99 a six-pack, which was the main reason I picked it up. Because I wanted some beer, but I'm a bit on a budget, so... I've squirreled away 4 six-packs over the last week or so. And 2 of them I picked up at $6.99 a six-pack, which allowed me to spend just a little bit more on the other 2. But, I mean, the most expensive one I picked up was $9.99. The other was $8.99. So, by craft beer standards, none of those were crazy expensive. But the fact that I was able to pick up this one and another one for only $6.99 allowed me to get that 4 six-pack. Anyways. Yeah, will I buy it again? Absolutely. Especially since we're heading into fall and winter. As it cools, I'm really going to get into a beer like this. I mostly picked it up because I'm going to a Halloween party tomorrow night. And the weather is supposed to be, the weather's supposed to dip dramatically overnight. It's going to be cold, damp, and rainy. So I figure this would be a perfect beer. I've got a porter, a stout, a Scottish style ale, and an IPA to bring because I love to bring more than I need. I want to share beer with folks. I like to spread the joy of beer. I hate tight asses that keep things to themselves. I want to share beer. I want to spread the love of craft beer. That's why I've been referred to as a beer evangelist. Because I want everybody to enjoy, man. Anyways. It's a beer. I like it a lot. I'm going to go as far as say it's a beautiful beer, even though I'm not a whole lot into it. And as it warms, I can already feel the bouquet opening up. I'm getting more of those floral notes now. I wasn't getting any before, but they don't say it to look for them anyway. They say toffee and caramel, but I know Goldings will give you floral notes. I know the flavors are going to open up more as well, but what I'm getting right now I really like, and I really like the finish because you have these malts, you have these flavors that could get too cloyingly sweet with the chocolate, the toffee going on, the big roasted malt, the black patent going on. You certainly feel those big roasted malts in there. And then it just cleans up. It's very nice. It's a fine beer. I certainly recommend it, especially at $6.99 a six-pack. There you go. I am Tony Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all around good guy.